Hey guys, D1sco here, and apparently, I just finished filming what was the most recent Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight trailer, which was the Batcave developer review. And apparently, I missed a trailer for this game. So today, I'm reacting to the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight official Absolute Batman reveal. Now, I want to preface this with something because I think it's going to be important for you guys to know. I don't know what absolute is. I've never known what this is. I keep seeing this term of abs. So I'll just give the quick recap of my experience with this. A number of years ago, I remember seeing the term absolute Batman. I think there was a couple times I think I saw it was like a Reddit post, but the Reddit post never made sense to me. I think it was just asking about the character. I don't remember, but it was never anything that I guess interests me. Um, I think I've seen some few other places. That's kind of it. I know Orange, I believe, has mentioned it once to me. Um, yeah. So flash forward to 2025 in like late September, early October, somewhere in there. I actually went to a store and they had an absolute Flash poster, and then I've never seen anything of it since. Flash forward to I think literally yesterday after as of filming this video, so this video will be out in a few days. A pretty much the only comic book creator I watch right now posted a short where I guess some people wanted to hear his thoughts on I guess they announced the Robins for whatever this absolute Batman thing is. And he just gave his thoughts on that. I actually left a comment on that video, basically talking about how I had no idea what this term was. Like, so my comment was probably the worst comment on the video. Like, let's just be honest here. At least in terms of like being relevant, because I had nothing relevant to share. I just all that I said was that I didn't know what it was. I had heard the term but never like understood it. Someone did respond, thankfully, and gave me a very basic overview about how this was like a world created by a character. I won't spoil anything for anyone who's in the same boat as I am. But all that they really told gave me background context was uh, somehow there was this character. It wasn't mentioned how, but a character somehow manages to create a new universe, and everything is like off, and that's basically the absolute universe. Um, so like a brief thing was Batman was mentioned, just kind of talking about how his the way he kind of grew up, so to speak, was is different. Superman was mentioned. I kind of felt bad for the Superman part that they mentioned. Martian Manhunter was mentioned, and I didn't understand what they were talking about at all. Was that one? But it sounded interesting. Wonder Woman was mentioned. I forgot who the character they named that had something to do with, I guess, what Wonder Woman's been up to in that comic run or whatever. Completely, I don't know much about that character, but I guess that's a thing. Yeah, so I have a very basic overview, but I still don't really understand deeper context of what this is. I maybe someday I'll actually track down some absolute comics and buy them. I don't know. Um, when I think edgy, like crazy comics with DC, my mind for some reason goes to death metal. Goes to the death metal run, which I actually read briefly. I didn't end up finishing it, unfortunately, because I was like busy and just I don't know, kind of forgot to. But what I did read was awesome. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman's design in death metal. I think that's what it's called, something like that. Batman's design was interesting because Batman's got like spikes on his pauldron, like he's got these like spiky pauldron things on, from what I remember, which is cool. He also just casually put a Black Lantern ring on in one of the parts I did read, and then was able to remove it somehow. I want to get I really want to get the full run of that because that was definitely up my alley. I just was busy and didn't really think to watch comics. And Absolute, Seems to be. I feel like it might be on my alley, just given the very brief overview I have. But I don't know. But I won't know until I get it. But sorry for all the rambling. I just want to say real quick, I really like this Catwoman design. Uh, Me and Orange have been wondering with this game if the Catwoman from the Solo movie, which is just absolutely terrible, if that Wonder Catwoman be in this movie or game, I mean, I guess we'll see. But this Catwoman design, I don't mind this. This is actually really cool. And then that Batman's kind of interesting. We'll look at Batman here. Interesting. So he's got these bat boots. Okay, he's got the biggest freaking Batwoman logo I've ever seen in my life. Like, what the hell is that? That is ridiculous. The belt looks to be a bit different. The arms are kind of cool. I like the printing on the arms. I kind of wonder how many of these will get to be in official Lego sets because some of these suits look really good, man. I'm still thinking about that. For those of you who've seen the Batman, the Batcave dev video, the purple, there was a bat suit shown off. I still don't know what it's from. I'm sure a commenter maybe will tell me someday. I really hope so. I will hope to learn more about Absolute, of course, but they show off this like bat suit that was all purple, and I was digging it, but I don't know what it's from. They also had the freaking purple gloves bat suit. Like heck yeah, that's up my alley.
How did you guys get it in there so fast? That is beautiful. He's got the spikes. Look at that. And he looks so tough. Look at his face.
He does
He
look
looks
pretty
perfect.
cool.
Oh, yeah. And it looks all scuffed up because he doesn't have the money, too. I saw.
Oh, this is the absolute Catwoman. What the? Wait, hold on a second. Uh, so this outfit right here reminds me of This makes me think of the Arkham Knight Catwoman suit. And the Arkham Knight Catwoman suit has to be one of, if not my favorite look she's ever had. I remember actually playing the mobile game, the first Injustice mobile game, which I don't know why, but in some ways I prefer it to the second one. Second one is probably a better game, but that initial game, the first one is so good. I mean, it has Arkham Knight characters like the Catwoman. I've always loved the Catwoman suit from that game. I just I love Arkham Knight, Harley, and Catwoman are like two of my favorite designs of theirs, which is kind of interesting to think about. Oh, yes, they have the purple one. Oh, they have two purple ones. I wonder what the difference is. I can't really tell. I love the purple Catwoman suit. I don't know why. I just always have. The whichever one Lego, the one that Lego Batman 3 called pre 52 Catwoman, that purple suit. I actually had the uh the minifigure from they had a Lego set where it's Batman and he has a motorcycle or Batman, I believe he had like a motorcycle or something. Catwoman did have a motorcycle. That was fun to build. And she was in that outfit. She was in like that outfit. It was like one of the classic Catwoman minifigures where she's wearing like all black and the mask is a little bit different. And she's got like goggles printed onto her headpiece. I wonder if I kind of hope that Catwoman will be an outfit in this game because that's kind of my childhood outfit for it. It seemed to me like Batman does have the original like Lego Batman freaking outfit, which is amazing. Oh, is this the this outfit right here looks very familiar to me. I can't tell what it is, of course, because she's not wearing it. It would help me to see the model wearing it. But this outfit looks very familiar. These three look that you can barely see look cool. This one I think I might be wrong, but this one might be the one from I forget the actress's name, and I always feel bad. But the lady that played Catwoman in the whichever Michael Keaton movie that was out of the two original two Michael Keaton Batman movies, because there is technically another one which I never got to see. I always she's one of my favorite Catwoman actresses in the live action. The '66 one from the Adam West show is fun. I see some episodes with her. That's kind of fun. That's kind of goofy. I like that show for the goofiness. And then I mean the frickin' the one in the Dark Knight movies is so good as well. But there's just something about the Michael Keaton one that I've always loved as well. So I guess this is the absolute Catwoman. I did never known that. I never known she was in there. The only character I've only seen like five characters in their absolute outfits. One was Joker being some gigantic like freaking monster thing. I'm still confused about that. And the other one, which is a video that which was what that creator I mentioned earlier's video was on, were the Robins. Because I guess they're like mech suit pilots or something. Because they work for, I think they like work for one of the criminals for some reason. Because in that universe, one of the criminals is like a government. I don't remember, but they all had like I think they all had like freaking mech suits. Like in my head, I was imagining it as a can't think of the anime for some reason right now. But there's this old anime. By old, it's probably an '80s or '90s anime. But there's this anime I know I've seen like briefly of where it's I think it's like these teenagers or something, like early 20-year-olds, but they're wearing these suits, sort of Power Ranger esque outfits, where they're all like colored and stuff, and they sit in these gigantic mech suits, and they like sit there in such a way where they get to like control everything. That kind of gave me vibes to that. The guy in the videos was comparing them to Power Rangers, which fair enough, I got that vibe as well. But I was also getting vibes of whatever old anime I'm thinking of, where it was like a bunch of like young looking characters who were like sitting in mech suits and stuff. I mean, yeah. But outside of that, I've never seen this absolute Cowan design. This is like super cool. I don't know if I would say this is my favorite over the Arkham Knight design, just because I love the Arkham Knight design, and some of the other Catwoman designs are so good. I have two comics now that are Catwoman themed. I need to read either of them because I just haven't had time. But that outfit and that Catwoman side is in those comics is a fairly basic one in the black suit, but I love it. But this is awesome. I like how they gave her a tail.
Cannot believe that. That
It
looks
is.
so good.
I like how the
Just
Batman
being
memorial
all
be behind him.
jointed like that. Oh my
I know the tail
word.
looks awesome, even if I don't know
Like
what absolute
seriously,
is. The Batman looks great too.
in
That's
awe. The
fun.
great thing about Batman is when you enter it, it's not just a character; it's an entire kind of universe. It's a whole mythology. All his fears are represented in his characters, and it truly feels just like a celebration, which is the best thing you can imagine for a game like this. I've played many Lego games. To see
Right.
our stuff in there just means the world. Whoever I have to thank, like, please, thank you so much. It looks fantastic.
Okay. It's hard for me to try and think of how to. I still can't believe they're making more freaking Hunger Game movies. Like I've never cared about Hunger Games. I've never cared about like a lot of the quote unquote popular things. There's so I I've never seen Game of Thrones. I've only seen the very first episode of Stranger Things, and I still have not watched. I liked it. I just have not gone back. Sorry, I'd be seeing a Hunger Games show or something on tirade. But so this is a situation for me where I'm excited about the game, and I think they look amazing. But it's hard for me to. I lack context behind the outfits. Does that make sense? By me not knowing what absolute is at all, really. Again, I got like a very brief rundown on the background. That was it. I feel like I can't be because I guess absolute's been like insanely popular. I guess it's done a lot for like comics and stuff. And all that, I'm like, yeah, like that's good. There's also not many comics around me. There's a number of shops, but I haven't. I'm too busy a lot to like go into them and whatnot, which is unfortunate because I'd be curious to get some absolute comics just to finally experience this. So it's hard for me to be as invested into this as say someone who's actually into absolute, right? Someone who is enjoys the series, has been loving the comic run, blah 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 blah. So I apologize to those people because I still don't really know what it is, so it's hard for me to be like right up there with you. I feel like I would be right up there with you if I knew more, though. I just don't know enough, unfortunately. But I will say the outfit looks cool for both characters. Between the two, I'd probably say the Catwoman was my favorite. I like the Batman a lot, though, but some of the other Batman outfits in this game, I'm personally just like, this is my jam. Like the Arkham suit, the I believe the Bronze Age is the one where he's wearing the blue and gray. I love that suit. I think Brave and the I think there's a suit that looks like the Brave and the Bold TV show wants me. That might not be what that is, but that's how my brain. That's what I think it is. The Zurinar Batman suit. I remember seeing that. That's amazing. I love the rainbow suit. I'm so happy that's back. That's just amazing to me. Obviously, I love all the movie suits, right? From, Michael Keaton's, which looks fantastic, to even the Batman and Robin suit, which is the George Clooney one, I believe. Even that one looks amazing, and this game has a Lego thing. And I kind of wish people would stop hating on that movie. It's bad, don't get me wrong. I've never actually finished it, but I kept getting scared by the poison ivy in that movie. There's something about her. It's hard to explain, but there's something about her in that movie specifically that scared me as a child. So I've never finished it the 2 or 3 times I've watched it. Um, the Christian Bale Batman suit just looks phenomenal. I don't. I feel bad because every time I sit down to watch one of these, I ramble on for way too long because I'm so excited. I've said this in other videos, but this is my most anticipated game for 2026 right here. Partly because I'm not as big in the GTA 6 as a lot of I'm not as big in the GTA just in general as a lot of people are. Though I do like it and I respect it. I enjoyed I love 5, but I haven't to beat the story of 5 or really do a whole lot in the game. But I do like it. And Orange, right, the co-creator of this channel, he has already released. His was Resident Evil Requiem, and I've seen him play it briefly. I've never finished it, but I don't know anything about the ending or anything after what I got to see of him playing it. That game looks amazing and high quality. Definitely getting that game at some point, trying it out, and hopefully beating it at the very least. If not, hopefully get some of the collectibles and stuff. But this game right here is my personal most anticipated game of the year, and I couldn't be happier, man. They put the absolute stuff in this game. Like, even if I don't know what that is, that's amazing to me. The fact that we have the freaking purple glove bat suit makes me happy. The Bronze Age suit, like, and not only that, but the fact that there's, I believe, 7 playable characters, and I'm assuming all of them are gonna have outfit, like numbers of outfits, and there's so many vehicles because you have like Batmobiles from throughout the ages. Like they showed off the Batman and Robin one, which looks amazing. They showed off like the '60s one, so many other ones. The Batman Beyond Batmobile, which was just like a thing that flies, was shown off, which is amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here because if not, we're gonna be here all day of just me rambling. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, do all the aggregate garbage. It helps us out a lot and it means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.